Welcome everyone to another Tracks on Sundays. I'm Tracks to Max, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today, my friends, we are pre-recording again because this weekend, one of my good friends is giving his 40th birthday party. So, yeah, we're getting old, I know. But, pulling 20 Sacreds will give us Alva Autumn Born. Now, I've always said that if Duchess is 20 Sacred Shards guaranteed champion, I will pull 20 Sacred Shards to get Duchess. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying that this is, it's too much, it's ridiculous, it's greedy by Plarium. And I understand, but it doesn't really change the fact that I think this is a very powerful champion, and I honestly think it's worth 20 Sacred Shards. Especially in my case where I am pretty far into Mercy, as if you watch the previous shard pull video, which was last week normally, you would have seen that I did not pull any legendaries there. So that means that we are, if I look at RLZL Helper, currently at 8 Sacred Shards in. So if I'm not mistaken, at 12, this goes to Mercy. Yeah, so 4 more. And then we're in Mercy, right? So every shard gets 2% increase. Now, 2% increase on a normal 1x, that's not, that's nothing to write home about or anything, but it should start adding up and we should start be getting a little more lucky than normally. So if you don't know what the champion does, so let's go over a kit real quick. I'm kind of jumping all over the place here, but so the A1 attack one enemy plays 15% continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest HP. Kind of nice, help out the dude that's getting all the damage. This has a 100% chance for removing all debuffs from all allies. Now that's a really weird thing, so you need to book her, otherwise this could fail. It's kind of awkward, but once you have it booked, it's a 3-turn cooldown, and it also places block debuffs and increased speed for 2 turns. Now, this is like a S tier clan boss move right there. Very, very good. But also, just any area of the game, this can be so useful. This can be good in arena. This can be good in Doom Tower and dungeons. Literally everywhere, this is a good move. If this was her kit, she'd still be great. Like, if this was all she could do, she would still be a very good champion. But her A3, 3-turn cooldown, revives a target ally with 40% HP and 50% turn meter. Then places a 60% increased defense buff and 50% increased attack buff on that ally for 2 turns. 40% HP, that's kind of low, but 50% turn meter on top of that, so it can kickstart that champion and gives it the increased defense and increased attack. 3-turn cooldown, remember that as well. Like, if you build this one fast in Relentless or something like that, right, you get extra turns and she starts just reviving people left and right, just constantly speeding up the whole team. Remove cleansing, speeding up the whole team, reviving everyone. Oh, you need a little heal. Okay. Continuous heal on the weakest ally. She's doing all kinds of sorcery here. It's crazy. Her passive heals each ally by 10% of their max HP at the start of their turn. Places a perfect fail buff for 1 turn on the ally with the lowest HP at the end of this champion's turn. That is also pretty nice, right? So she's really taking care of whoever's taking a beating here. She's making sure that everyone is up on their feet. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go, right? No debuffs for you. Getting healed constantly. Getting fails. She is really, really good. Okay. Really good. And then she has, to top it off, the same aura as Duchess has. When I first saw this champion, I wanted her immediately. She reminded me of like Duchess 2.0 when I saw her. I thought she brought so much. She's like a combination of Sylve the Drakes with this passive, right? This is like a Siphi buff, and then the rest of her kit kind of feels with the cleanse and the block debuffs kind of feels a bit Duchess-esque, and with the perfect fail. It's like a mishmash of all these champions put into one. 100 base speed is, that's not correct, I don't think. 100 base speed? It could be. I don't know. It's probably correct because I mean she's already very good. Oh no, it's 110. Never mind. I was thinking 100 wasn't that much, but it's 110 base speed. That's Arbiter. Okay, that's Arbiter. That's like probably top 5 champions in the game. We recently had Morrigan come up there somewhere in the top 5 or steal top 2 or 3 even, but 110 is very, very fast. So I think she is just like overall solid and 3v3. And I asked around and people are like, yeah, 3v3 Hydra. Obviously, if this faction comes out, we're done. Like this gal, if this gal doesn't carry the faction, there's no one in this faction who's going to carry. Okay, it's that simple. If she doesn't carry, no one's carrying. That's just the way it is for now. Okay, maybe something else comes out, and like we already have the Ornn, we already have the Poisoner. I have 2 copies of them, so I mean, that's probably a team right there. 2 Ornns and Alva, and just slap some random people along, maybe 2 of these rares, and let's go. We're done. That's probably just going to be it. All right, here we go. It's obviously still looking for Ugo as well. This is a new one right off the bat. Cool. 90% chance of stealing the target's turn meter. 20% chance of placing stun debuff if it's fully depleted. Oh yeah, he's an HP based dude. Attacks all enemies, decreases duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. Also has 60% chance of placing 50% decrease attack. Hooks up to 75 for 2 turns. So not that reliable AoE attack down, but it is a attack down. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10% for each buff that has its duration decreased. Okay. I think I watched Hell Hades, and I think he read over it too quickly, which is easily, I mean, understandable. There's a lot of text here, right? So the thing is, like, let's say a Siphi puts up buffs, yeah? She'll put up 3 buffs on all the other targets, which means there's 12 buffs on their team normally, unless you put block buffs up. But why would you do that if you have this dude? I mean, that doesn't really make sense. Anyway, you decrease duration of all enemy buffs. That's 12 if I'm counting. I mean, are you with me? 12 buffs. You're decreasing 1 of each of the durations, so that's 12. Fills the turn meter by 10%. You're filling your turn meter by 120%. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. It's possible, but it feels to me that's exactly how this works. And this is a 3-turn cooldown, which, you know, you're getting another turn, so it's almost like it's a 2-turn cooldown. If you have like a relentless set or something on this dude, you go again, like you're just almost going non-stop and stripping stuff, right? And then this was also a 3-turn cooldown, which is pretty neat for a 100% chance provoke on all enemies. 3-turn cooldown, 100% all enemies. It's also placing, no attacks. Very important, which means that affinity doesn't matter, right? And places counterattack and continuous heal buff on this champion for two turns. So they all have to attack him. He attacks back. On the A1, he can steal turn meter. The thing is, if they're attacking them, they don't have turn meter or not much. So if he gets to steal that turn meter, that means their turn meter is fully depleted, which means he has a 30% chance to stun them. Now, 30 is not a lot, but this stun may occur more than you would assume it would, okay? It's probably like every time someone attacks him because of this ability, there's almost like 1 out of 3 chance that he's going to stun them. So, yeah, not bad. And this is, for an epic, is actually also pretty damn good. 25% in all battles. Yeah, don't sleep on this guy, okay? And yeah, his ratings are pretty nutty as well. Cool stuff. I like it. I like it. HP based. Remember that. It's pretty good. Sanguinia. I have a couple of her. Pretty funky champion. Skull Crusher. Obviously the ally protection, but the counterattack thing. It's like one of the 3 champions in the game that places counterattack on all the other champions except himself. Gets used in some unkillable variations. Very good champion. I had him already. Not looking for him. Let's see here. Titus has a secret skill, Bleeding Wounds. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Damage increases according to the amount of HP this champion has lost. There's some niche teams you can build with this. I think Mac Chan recently showed you a video of this guy together with Maneater, and he just like knocks out plat defenses. Not all of them, but some of them, which is already kind of impressive, right? Basically, they drop his HP to 1, and then he just smacks. I think he has the hardest hitting ability in the game at that point. Okay, this one right here is a new champion as well. She's basically like a Feign, I guess. She has poisons on her A1. It's 50% per hit, double hitter. So that's reasonable. You could definitely get some poisons off with that ability. Then this one is a 70% chance to... No, 2-time hitter, and each hit has 70% chance to weaken. The big boy version. So normally you're going to have weaken up if she's on your team. Attacks all enemies has a 80% chance of placing a 60%. So the big boy defense down as well. 3-turn cooldown. 3-turn cooldown without books. And just normal A1, obviously. So I'm curious, actually. You know, for an early game player, this actually even might be okay to use without books. Keep that in mind, right? If you're early game, don't get frightened by these books. I'd say just slap some accuracy on her and try to make her fit in your clan boss team. She needs to stay alive, obviously, because she probably won't be that tanky. But yeah, I mean, she without books even, I think she's probably still going to have a pretty nice success at landing the defense down, weaken, and these poisons. And then, of course, you can book her afterwards as you get your books. Good champion. Very good. Yeah, I'd say Clan Boss, Demon Lord 4.5. Cool. I don't know what the multipliers are on her. Damage 50. Yeah. We'll have to see about that, but nice. Like it. 2 new champions already. Still no Ugo, though. Chinoru. Let's carry on. Let's look for that gold here. Urticata. Okay. Come on, guys. Is that... Oh, no, it's Cloud. I thought it was Ugo for a second. I saw the thing on the back. Damn it. But Claude is good too, all right? Claude's good too. I have a Claude. I have not built him yet. But Claude is basically very, very good for this ability because there's not many in the game that have this. Well, if I'm not mistaken, there's only two, which is Claude Beast Feeder and Lady Kimmy. So this one's a little easier to obtain. Places a 30% increased speed buff and a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns, 3-turn cooldown. This dude, let's go here real quick, right? Let's see, where are you? You are Ogre. Yeah, here. This dude is also 110 base speed. So by default, he is a very good speed booster for, arena and stuff. Even though right now speed isn't really the meta, so to speak. What do I here? They have so many offers, I don't even know what I need to click. So we got 12 to go. Come on, I'm feeling lucky. Okay. I mean, I was low key going for this guy. I wasn't really going for him, but now I could actually just stop, I guess. I don't really need to go further. Masked Fearmonger. No, I don't want to waste my energy talking about him. The Droglord. Oh, come on, man. Where's Gold? Hey, he's new for me, Burangiri. He's just the reason he's known for is that he can solo Bommel hard up until level 50 or something. But no one's been able to make him do 90 yet. If they have, I haven't seen it. But I know he's good in Bommel up until hard 50, and then come on. He's new. I'll give him that. He's new. He looks pretty cool too. Like he has a skull pinned onto his helmet. He's pretty cool. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 35% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. The chance increases to 50% if the target's turn meter is equal to 50 or below. Stays 35, stays 50. This is all damage. So I think you also just like build this guy for damage. I'm not sure. Even though he doesn't really have a lot of crit damage. Attacks one enemy 4 times. Each critical hit has a 50% chance of decreasing the cooldown of Gore Maker by 1 turn. And this is a 3-turn cooldown here. Okay. And Gore Maker as attacks all enemies will ignore 20% of each target's defense, will ignore a further 5% of defense for each buff on the target. That's a 5-turn cooldown. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we can do with this bad boy. I don't see me using him immediately, to be fair. This passive, War Machine, increases this champion's speed by 6 and crit damage by 7 for each enemy this champion kills in a round. Okay. Stacks up to 30 speed and 35% plus 35% crit damage. Stacks will reset if this champion is killed. Whenever an enemy champion is revived, fills this champion's turn meter by 30% for each revived enemy, then places a 50% increased attack buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion for 1 turn. Interesting. So he gets pretty fast, pretty quick. Let me take a look here real quick. I'm seeing a lot of speed on this dude. Yeah, it's 105 is quite a lot actually for, nukers in general. Like what does a normal nuker have? What does a Baron have? Like 100? See, that's 5 less. What else do we got? Nukers, Dwarf, Trunda, where are you? 100. So they're around 100 and he's 105. It's already a little faster than normal. He needs to kill 5 dudes to get this, basically. Hmm. I wonder if that will speed faction wars up or something. Maybe like that, something like that. But to be honest, I don't see myself booking this champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 14 books to get the full potential. Yeah, that's sad, dude. That's sad. Yeah, his ratings are bad. I think he did recently get a buff though, but I still think he's not really that great. Well, hell, man. I got King Garag. But hey, at least he's new, right? At least he's new. At least he's not something like a Diliana or something that we definitely aren't going to build second of. I haven't even built my first one yet. I still need to build her. So, all right, 7 more tracks. Let's keep it going. Can we do back to back? No, we can't. Hey, that's a new dude too. Like, okay, so this orc right here, I'm more excited about than the previous, which is sad. But this dude, look at this is an epic, okay? Epic. 5-turn cooldown, revives all dead allies with 30% HP. Mind you, that is not a lot of HP, but there's more. Also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns, equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. If you build this guy with enough HP, they're going to have shield plus life total is probably going to be more than 50% of their own HP. So the fact that this is only 30% probably gets lifted a lot by this 20% of this guy's max HP as a shield, right? So this is a 3-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies, places a 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns, then heals all allies by 15% of this champion's max HP. Again, this champion's max HP. Yes, Plarium. Good job. You're getting it. That's how you build champions. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times, places a 60% increased defense buff for 2 turns on the ally with the lowest current HP. Like, imagine just like this dude and Alva together. I think this dude and Alva together, they could probably just carry a team. Like they're giving everyone speed. Their A1s are healing or giving increased defense or putting perfect fail buff. Healing here, reviving everybody. Like this is really good. And then this guy also has a passive, decreases the damage received by allies with 50% or less by 10%. So he's keeping like, you know, the people who are almost gonna die is giving them a little nudge, right? Trying to keep them alive a little longer, a little longer. 105 base speed. Man, this guy, I swear, I think he might be one of my favorite epics. Like, seriously. I think this guy is Rector Droth standard, which is, you know, that says a lot. Hydra, where I would see him as well. Obviously, Faction Wars, he's a god. This is a god in Faction Wars. This guy will carry your Faction Wars team 100%. No doubt about that. So, cool stuff, dude. Like, only one disappointing legendary for me until now, but the epics I'm very happy about. I was hoping for an Ugo, but another clock. Come on. Give me the Ugo. If you're gonna give me pink or purple, whatever, give me the Ugo. Doom Priest. It took me more than a year to pull my first one. Come on, can we get another gold? Just one. Benchy pulled. I think I pulled at least one of him earlier this week or last week. Sorry. Knight Errant. I pulled him as well last week. Oh, come on. Aox the Rememberer, also new. And that means I can actually change up my Iron Twins team. Because right now I just had a champion sitting at the correct speed for his slot, basically. But I didn't have him yet. Well, now I do, so that means the burns of Geomancer will be extended, hopefully. And we can speed that up a little bit. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the next one is the guaranteed. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Was it worth it? Um, the legendary wasn't very good. Uh, he's I've never really taken a good look at him before. He just doesn't really excite me. It is an interesting kit, especially like this. It seems like he could go in this kind of god mode, 30 speed, 35% crit damage on top of everything. Just start raking up kills and just going ham on the boss or something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I had infinite books, sure, I'd definitely try him out. But 14 books to try out his full potential is kind of insane. Like, I haven't even booked my Iron Brago yet, and I know for sure that Iron Brago is very good. So even though Iron Brago, I think, needs even more books, yeah, I'd still book him over him right now. He's just generally more useful than King Garog or King Garog or however you say it. But we have ourselves an Elva Autumnborn, and she will be getting my books. I believe it's like nine or 10, 4, 8, 10. Okay, 10, and if you happen to land the A2 and A3, you can skip some on the A1 because that's only damage. So potentially, if you're super lucky, you only need 6 books, which is freaking amazing, right? Yeah, man, Sylvan Watchers, I'm really happy they added like a wood elves kind of theme, even though it's not per se only elves. I know. Hopefully, the next faction will be something similar, something Dungeon and Dragons kind of thing. Maybe the Duergar or Dark Dwarves or however you call that. Dark Dwarves is pretty funky as well. Who knows? There's a lot of races and classes and Dungeons and Dragons that they could get inspired from. But yeah, we did it, boys. We got ourselves the guaranteed champion. Never thought we'd make it. Hopefully, some of you were able to get her too, or at least you that wanted to get her got her. I know a lot of people are rebelling against this, but I don't know, man. Like 20 is a lot, but like I said, I would have pulled if it was a Duchess as well. I've always said if it's 20 for a Duchess, well, I'm going to go for it. I mean, if I have them. I wouldn't have bought shards, okay? Maybe one in the monthly pack. I know a dude, Dusty, he was at 19 shards and he said, "Well, I'm going to have to buy that one." I can understand that. She's just too good to pass up in my opinion. If you just need one, you know, break the bank for that one sacred, I guess, and get her cuz she's really good, but don't, don't be tempted to buy stuff like what I saw some horrible stuff. Like right here. That's like 23 euros, 24 euros for one shard. Hard pass. What else do we got here? So that's the monthly pack. That's usually decent value. Although they did up this price by a lot. This used to be 30 euros and now it's 36, which is kind of ridiculous. Wait, do we have shards in here? No. Okay. My warrior pack doesn't have any. Oh, you tripping. Oh, you tripping. What the hell, dude? Oh my. You can buy 3? So people are buying this for $150? 150 euros, whatever. You are tripping. This is also pretty weird, right? How am I getting 100% extra? You're not getting more value. You're getting the same the same graphics on your same champion that you're barely using other than in Faction Wars and some Doom Tower probably. Like, what extra are we getting here? If you had 2 skins, okay, that's 100% extra because you're getting 1 more than you would normally be getting. What in the... Okay. We don't need a rant. Everyone knows how bad these packs have been the last days. Just, my point is, don't buy the packs to get this Alva, okay? If you have the sacreds, I wouldn't be so stubborn. I would just pull, because you don't know how long it's going to take until another guaranteed sacred pops up, and you don't know, how good that champion is going to be. There's not many champions in this game as good as Alva, okay? Trust me. This is one of the top champions up there. I don't know what she's ranked yet at Hell Hades or whatever, but she's definitely up there. Like, her kit screams to be up there. Okay, so anyways, hope you guys have a nice end of your weekend and a nice week next week. Thank you for tuning in again. Peace.